it's really great to be here while you're talking about debt, because I know we've talked a lot about the stigma around talking about debt. I think as you've correctly said, I think things are slowly changing, but there's still a lot of stigma.
Pride plays a part. People don't like to admit they're struggling, or they don't like to admit they're finding things more difficult than they did do before, and they will soldier on, where really what we want is to create people to get, because there's a lot of shame around when people are struggling. People don't like to ask for help.
And it's part of what we want to do, destigmatize that. Yeah. So nobody would choose to say, I would like to be in debt. Yeah. And an information that we received in our research is from the local authority is there's a lot of people in debt because of cost of a living crisis that were never in debt before or didn't experience that before. And then what happens is people take quite a while. They first go, I can do it. I can sort. I've got a family, I've got friends, and we will get out. We will get out. And what happens is it just gets worse and worse. And by the time that it will look for help and contact organizations of the local authority, the situation is so difficult. Robin shared his story here, and it was exactly this. He was sharing his story of how he got into so much debt. He had a house, he had a flat, he lost the flat, then more things, and it's amazing that he's sharing. And hopefully people listening can think that was a very strong case, and he managed to get out. And he said himself, I wish I had looked for help before, of course, because I would have done it.
Our brains, let's face it, they like to tell us the worst case scenario sometimes. They like to
stick to the negative sometimes.
And they like to make us feel like we're alone, and that is not true. Ultimately, none of us are alone, and if you can just open that door and have that conversation, it might just be the first step out of that darkness.